So we only have 20 minutes to work out, and there's a few things that we could do. And I think the best ways that we can go about this, and I've done this myself in the past, maybe not for 20 minutes, but for more like 30, 35 minutes when I've been kind of cut short to that time. If we only have 20 minutes, we're going to need to make some kind of sacrifice somewhere. And that sacrifice is going to be the rest time in between sets, right? We need to keep the intensity really, really high if we want to get the most out of 20 minutes of training, because 20 minutes is not a lot of time. So what an EMOM workout 20 minute would look like would say, okay, if you want to do your full body, if you want to work your full body in 20 minutes, minute number 1, let's aim to do 10 push-ups, 7 pull-ups, and 15 squats. And you get that done within the first minute. Now, minute number 2, you just rest. Minute number 3, same thing again, 10 push-ups, 7 pull-ups, 15 squats. Minute number 4, you rest, right? So in total, you've got 10 working sets there, and you're resting 1 minute in between, which is like not insanely high intensity. We can up the intensity, which I'll explain in a second how we can do that. But if you're a beginner, that's kind of what I'd start off with. Also, keep in mind that the more muscle groups you try and hit within the 20 minutes, the less you're going to get out of the workout. So yes, you can hit your full body in 20 minutes, but it's going to be less efficient as if you were only hitting your upper body or your lower body in those 20 minutes, right? Because that would mean, for example, in minute 1, we can now do more push-ups and more pull-ups since we're not doing squats. Or on the flip side, we can do more squats, squat jumps, Bulgarian split squats, if we're only working our lower body. And that is way more effective in terms of building muscle when we've already got 20 minutes of training. Alternatively, if you want to up the intensity and you're not at that beginner level, but you've only got 20 minutes and you don't have much equipment at all, then what you can do is same kind of concept, but we're not having a minute rest. Instead, we're doing minute 1. Let's lower the volume of what we're doing in minute 1. So maybe instead of 10 push-ups, 7 pull-ups, and 15 squats, we're just doing 10 push-ups, 5 pull-ups, and we're getting that done within minute 1. And then minute 2 is not a rest minute. We go again, 10 push-ups, 5 pull-ups, and we're doing that every single minute that occurs. And if I get that done in the first 20 seconds of the minute, and I have 40 seconds to rest before I go again. But the general consensus of this is we're minimizing rest time. We're keeping the intensity really high. It's going to be difficult. It's not supposed to be easy. You simply cannot make progress with a 20-minute workout if it's easy. So that's the first way in which you can train in 20 minutes. And by the way, if you do only have 20 minutes and you want to know what the best way for you specifically to train is, but based on your goals, based on your strengths and weaknesses and availability, then book in a call with myself. A lot of the guys who have made fantastic progress in our program, most of them travel, so they don't have access to a gym all the time. So quite a lot of the time, we will be programming them workouts like this. Now, the second way in which we can train in 20 minutes, and I really love this specific way personally, I use this more myself, a superset circuit. What that basically means is you start with a heavy set, whether that's bench press, whether that's maybe push-ups are heavy for you, pull-ups are heavy for you. You start with the toughest thing. And instead of resting off that set, you're straight into a lighter version to really burn out. For example, you start with push-ups, you do maximum push-ups, and instead of resting off those max push-ups, you go into incline push-ups, right? A bit easier. And again, you just burn out until you can't do any more reps. Same with pull-ups. You could do that with pull-ups, and then you go into Australian pull-ups or bodyweight rows. You only need to do 3 to 4 sets to get a significant hypertrophic response. By the way, for squats, if you want to do it for squats, you could do jump squats, maximum, and then straight into normal bodyweight squats. Start heavy, go to light, no rest. If you do have 5 minutes remaining, what I would do is pick 3 exercises. So maybe the push-up, the squat, and the sit-up. You're going to do 10 reps of each exercise, and you're just going to do as many reps as possible, AMRAP, right, which stands for as many reps as possible, on repeat for 5 minutes. You're not going to rest at all. You're going to go push-ups, squats, sit-ups, push-ups, squats, sit-ups, push-ups, squats, and you just don't stop for 5 minutes straight. So that second concept is another fantastic way that you can get a really good workout in for 20 minutes.